when Stereotype is dropping, how do you feel right now after all the fans are gone in this quiet moment?
I finally sit and I finally reflect. Glad that, you know, just something that's an idea or thought, you know what I mean, could end up being, you know what I mean, manifesting, I guess, you know what I'm saying, in front of a crowd that usually comes not expecting much, you know what I mean, which is actually a good thing, because most people are just coming to see another rap show and then you kind of give them the pow, you know what I mean, they're often not ready. So I mean, I feel humbled straight up, you know what I mean, because not everybody has ideas and is able to execute. And so, you know, anytime that I walk away from a show knowing that I did the work I came to do, you know, it's a humble mode I'm in.
And you were saying it took 3 years to put Stereotype together. Yep. Outside of the bios, on the MySpaces, on the websites, in the articles, what was that journey like?
It's hard. You know what I mean? That's I mean that won't make the press release. You know what I mean? But it was tough. It was sometimes just like, you know, you start self-loathing. You know, you get to that moment where you're like, I'm not good. I just couldn't be. If I was, I will be here. I'll be there. You know, this person would react immediately. I gave him a demo. You know what I mean? He'll call me back. I'll be in the office. I'll sign that deal. I'll, you know, be on tour with Jay. You know what I mean? It's these things that you kind of, you know, set yourself up for, and you know, it becomes depressing when you don't meet them. So, I mean, I just had to get to a point where it was like, it was self-belief straight up. You know what I mean? I don't need nobody to tell me what I do is good. You know what I mean? I'm absolutely happy with what I do, and I'm my own worst critic. So when I can walk away from a record like, I did my thing,
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, it takes a while.
Dude. I was actually gonna ask you about that next.
Oh, this shit is so unscripted.
So
I don't
real.
even understand what just happened right now. This is the most unscripted shit ever.
Dude, I was just gonna ask you about the album art. And the album art is sitting right next to us right now.
Alright, so let's talk about this album art.
Yo.
Alright. So, you know, the radio was always something that, you know, I grew up loving. You know what I'm saying? I mean, anybody that grew up not 80s, 90s, you know, the radio was something that was the place that you had your information, you had your sound, you got put on the stuff. You know what I mean? I can't say that today. And in listening to the radio, you know, I think like 06, 05, 06, I just got to a point where I was like, you know, for me to be the artist I am, the radio you know, I have to be the antithesis of the radio. I have to, you know, big word.
You just killed the radio. I think he just killed the radio.
Shit. I have to be that, you know, that thing that people look up and go, okay, listen, you know, that's Blitz the ambassador. That is not that radio bullshit. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And I had to make it as obvious as possible. And so just in working on the record, I mean, that was it was my main objective.
Hey, yo, can I take you back to where it all started? Back to that time. Let's rock. Kill the radio. Kill the radio. Kill the radio. ready, yo, 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 yo. Talk ready, yo, yo. Talk ready, yo, yo. Talk ready, yo. Talk ready, yo, 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 yo. Come on. To one of the best, Michael Jackson, ladies and gentlemen, rest in peace. Come on, John. Come on, John. Give it up to Michael. Give it up. Give it up. Give it to him.